Alright, so I'm going to try to make this quick. And may the Father lead and guide me, and may you all have ears to hear. I have a child that has been diagnosed with bipolar and narcissistic personality trait and ADHD and depression. Now, since middle school, she has been, as they would say, a troubled child, acting out, right? Which means she was misdiagnosed because it wasn't just a child being a child. So I've been dealing with this for some years, right? And one of the things that is so amazing about the Father is in the midst of dealing with this, he would reveal to me things, and she thought I was spying on her, but the Father was revealing to me the matters that were happening, even though she denied it. Like yesterday is the first day that she finally confessed to me the truth of all things. So she painted me out to be this villain to everyone, which I knew that as well, because of how people would act and respond, and like teachers and her family, not her family, but her friends' family would like trying to take her, talking about, oh, she can come live with me. And I'm like, why? Like, she has a home, she has a family. So I told her yesterday, I said, you've made a covenant with the enemy with the lies that you've told. You need to repent. And the reason I'm sharing this with you guys is mental illness and spiritual matters are connected. Remember, we wrestle not with flesh and blood. And though it is hard and it's difficult to pray for the one who positioned themselves to be your enemy, we got to remember it's not flesh and blood. And after that, what's really vexing me is I've spoken to many family members and friends, and everyone has dismissed the severity of what I'm dealing with. And my oldest daughter is like, Mom, because they're not here, they don't see it, they don't get it. She was like, even I didn't fully get it until I started experiencing the ambulance, the police, and the crisis center at our house 3 times within 24 hours. You understand? And her saying, hey, I want help, but then I leave, I go, I leave, I go, I leave, because she's struggling with, I don't want to be considered crazy. And I said, I'll be damned. I'll say I'm crazy if me saying I'm crazy is going to get me help. You see, that's what's wrong with society. If someone says they crazy, we now judge them, we now shame them, we now say, oh no, there's just nothing wrong with you, there's no such a thing. And then people trying to walk around and navigate these unclean spirits that are within them because they have been doing these horrible things for years, that now they're being tormented, but they can't get the help that they need to get because so many people are judging them. I struggle with depression most of my life. I've been raped, I've been molested, I've been neglected, I've been abandoned, I've been abused, and I've done my own things. I've been a villain too. But when I repented and I walked with the Father in the midst of all the darkness, and I confessed my sins and I changed my ways, my healing came forth, and it is still coming. So be very clear. This is just the beginning. You understand? And my daughter, I reminded her, I said, my health. I said, you see how my health, I lost my mind 3 times. Doctors could not figure out why. Oh, trauma, and some other things. We are at battle. The mind is in this battle. What are you going to do? Are you going to be healed? Are you going to do the hard, uncomfortable work to be healed? Are you going to stand in the gap for the family members and the people that have hurt you so that they can be healed? I mean, and still use wisdom in all things and get out of the way, because, come on now, we still got to be mindful. So I shared that tad bit with y'all that the devil is alive. He thinks it's going to stop me from speaking and stop me from encouraging and stop me from talking, because the word is where the restoration is. The blood is where the restoration is. And in order to get it, then you got to get into it and you got to walk this thing out. So y'all be well, y'all be blessed, y'all be loved, and then let the joy of the Lord be thy strength. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.